Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell-All. It is Tuesday, March 10th. And it was a nice Tuesday today, I got to say. It was like 70-something degrees here. And wow, it was much different than when I went to Florida, that's for sure. It was a lot colder when I left out of here, and it's been beautiful ever since I came back. Well, I came back late last night, later than I was supposed to. That's a story for tonight. And, I had a good time in Florida. Very busy, long week. Actually, for the first time in my life, felt like I was in Florida a lot longer than I actually was. So, without further ado, I got to get my co-host and partner on here, Mr. Walt Walker, and he will help me tell you all about it. What's up, Walt?
Let's go, Bobby. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, sir.
You back
How was
from
your week?
Florida? Work. You got to hang out at racetracks and have a good time in Florida. It's all work on this end. All work.
I did get a little sunburnt, I'm not going to lie.
I was expecting a tan. I was expecting you to come back orange at least.
Yeah, no, in my 20s, I wore olive oil. In my 30s, I wore nothing. In my 40s, I wear sunblock. So,
You got smart. Yep, that's good. You have a good time down there?
I did, man. I was running around a lot. So Bradenton for the first couple days there, working with Lenny, working the clutch on the mountain motor car testing, and then Gainesville, Wednesday night into the whole weekend. Very dusty, and I don't know if you guys all heard it in my videos, but like I guess allergies set in pretty good. I was sucking down cough drops for like 2 days straight, just trying to have a halfway normal voice for everybody, and I know it wasn't working out too well.
Yeah, I guess if it was dusty and windy, and I mean it's probably that season, the allergy season down there. So yeah, it can get to you coming from up north to this southern weather. I get it.
Yeah, I'm not telling you.
I get it.
But Gainesville was really cool. It was nice to hear Bob Fry's voice again.
Man, was it? Yeah, I was excited.
Woo. He didn't miss a beat, did he, Walt?
No, he had everything going. He I mean had his jokes going. I mean, it was like the old Bob Fry was back, and he showed why he's one of the best to ever do it. Man, it brought back memories, and I mean, it was a pleasure just listening to him. I was mesmerized.
it's, a, it's a good way to say it. And we had a packed house there in Gainesville, especially on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday was, each day was very long. There were some delays each day. I
Right.
think Friday, a super stock car oiled the track in the
Right.
morning, and that kind of pushed the schedule around. We were racing late into the night Friday night. Saturday, same kind of deal. It wasn't a sportsman car though. Some pro cars had some issues, and Saturday was a long delay. Saturday was a packed house. So I
Yes.
figured, all right, it's delayed. Let me get out of here and go get some lunch. Maybe bring a cooler in the track or something. I'll go get one of them styrofoam deals. She said at the gate, she's like, dude, it's going to take you about 2 hours to get back in here. Look at that line of cars.
Yes.
So I was like, all right, never mind. And I just turned back around and went back in the race. But
Yeah, it's been many, many years since I've been there, but it's been like that. I mean, ever since I was a kid. My dad was just telling me a story about how they got to the parking lot years ago, and it was like 8:30 in the morning, and the parking lot was full. They had to go to a secondary lot and catch a shuttle back, and they didn't get back to the track till the afternoon. It's just Gainesville can be like that. I mean,
it
it's good to see.
it is an area where even like your Uber driver from the airport knows about the Gatornationals. Like it's a big deal down there, and you got some diehards that are getting there at 8 o'clock in the morning. So stock ran
Yeah.
first round at 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday, and you could see people filling in the stands by the time stock was like, as it was running, more and more people in the stands. By the time super stock ran, it was a pretty healthy crowd there, and they were going to run a second round of them. Had the oil down not happened, it would have been some really good spotlight stage time there. So
Yep, absolutely.
stuff happens. What are you going to do?
I saw Hayden Brown down there and Tom Baker. And what's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
What's going on, guys? Chuck Weisberg finally caught up to Florida weather. Yeah, you got that right. There's Walt Walker. Let's go. Happy Tuesday.
There I am.
Zen 58 yesterday, 28 in snow, ice today. Yeah, they say it's going to get cold here again. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt today, and I refuse to believe it. But I'm going to get
Steve.
a rude awakening probably. What's up, Steve? Daytona 1340. Good evening. Thanks for the Gators footage. Thanks for watching it. Appreciate it. Bruce.
Bruce.
What's up, Bruce? How you doing? Let's go. Nick Ryder, how you doing, Nick? Hope you're feeling all right.
Yep.
Got
And it's family. Yep.
Jake Cicerelli, awesome coverage, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Parker Theobald, what's up, Parker? How you doing, buddy?
Parker,
You ready
my
for
man.
Pomona?
I'm due for a phone call from Parker. Parker calls me every couple of weeks. It's about time. He'll call me tomorrow morning or something.
There you go. Walt's got a lot of time loading cars and driving them, staring at windshields. So that's perfect for getting the conversations in.
Yep. Makes the day go by talking about racing.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. You know what? Back to Bob Fry real quick. He lives within half an hour of me. I have to find this guy. And
why haven't we had him on the show yet?
we have to get him on here. I mean, I don't even want to talk while he's on here. I'll just let him handle the whole thing.
Yeah. Tell stories. Yep.
Man. Let's see. Well, we have a couple announcements, Walt. We'll start with this one. Okay, the IHRA website is finally up and complete, and anybody that wants to enter a race can do that. You can navigate there. You can check whatever you need to check, find the forms you need to fill out, get your membership number, and all that. I have not tried to do any of the membership number and stuff like that, so I don't know how hard it is. Also, I have not tried to enter an event, so I don't know how difficult that is either. So some feedback from you guys, anybody that's done that, would be nice. As you all may have heard, Scott Woody Woodruff was fired via a text message. And that was some big news, Walt.
Yeah, it was definitely some big news. And I mean, I don't know what led to it or what all. I mean, would he have to come on and I'm sure he'll do some podcasts or something and speak candidly about it. But yeah, it's a weird deal. I mean, he was basically the spokesperson for everything that IHRA was doing here lately. I guess the past 6 months or whatever it was, doing plenty of podcasts and singing the song of IHRA and Daryl. So just to get a fire text without uh, he screenshotted it, so we have no reason not to believe him. But you would think if something like that was happening, it would be a conversation, a meeting, or something to that effect, kind of face to face. But who knows?
I was not expecting it when I saw it. I was a little shocked. It definitely was concerning, to say the least. And they did replace him already with Doug Foley Jr.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be part of the team in a role previously, so maybe it's just kind of a promotion for him or something like that. But I could be honest, I'm not shocked at anything that comes from that side of the racing world these days. I'm almost not shocked when they buy racetracks or hire and fire. It's been a lot of turnover on that side, and hopefully it stabilizes at some point, and it'll give some confidence to the racers or the people that spending money or making investments to race their program, because now they're racing classes like Mountain Motor Pro Stock that may not have anywhere else to race. So guys like Lenny making a big investment to race that. I mean, they need a stabilized program to race.
Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, I keep using the word. It was very concerning to me. Like, so I hope, because this is some healthy competition, IHRA, I want all of these sanctioning bodies to work out. So hopefully, I don't know if it was justified firing or not. We won't know. A lot of times these workers get fired, we'll say they're very upset about it, rightfully so, and they say they're going to really go out and tell everybody what happened, but then they never seem to do it, Walt. So what do you think?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we'll see. It seems like this Woody's firing has been the most information or the most spoke about. I mean, even when Kenny got fired or whatever. He said he was going to do a podcast, and now he's saying there's some litigation that's preventing him from doing that. And once he gets past that, he should be able to speak, candidly about it. But Woody's really the first person to actually even just express that he did get fired and the manner that he got fired. Everybody else just their IHRA just disappeared from their bio. And that's
Right.
that's how we found out they wasn't working there anymore. So
Think you get a nice severance pay with that, or
I don't know.
the way they're throwing money around, who knows? Like, hey, you could go on that podcast and say that, or we can write you this little check right here with a couple extra zeros at the end. Just be quiet and go away.
Hush money is what they call it.
Ray Minnick's in the house. He's doing corporate extensions. I'm gonna go get mine done tomorrow, so I'm good to go.
Cheers to Ray.
Cheers to Ray Minnick, the accountant, the racing accountant. We need Bob Fry back. Yeah, I was really, I was just observing him in a way that I never really did before. When I was, up until I'd say 4 years ago, I just listened to announcers and was just liked what they were saying, was entertained by them. But now when I hear announcers, I really try to learn from them how they, choose their words, how their mind works, how quick they are with the times and the racing aspect of it.
Yeah.
And he just fires on all cylinders, Walt. Like yeah, like you said, it was like the old days. I forgot how good he was.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good.
Right? So, anyways, quick story about I just want to tell everybody about my flight woes because I always have them. But last night, flying home back from Florida to Atlantic City, which is 10 minutes from my house, my favorite airport in the country. And we are, descending, getting ready to land, going lower. I check my phone or something. I look out the window and it's about the time where you're going to hit the runway. So I always put my hand on the seat in front of me. I look out there and I can't see a thing. I was like, oh, we're flying through a cloud again. I thought we were a lot lower than this. Like, what's going on here? And then I'm like, man, I hope they have some good controls up there to see where we're going or something. And we're about to land, and then boom, full throttle. He pulls back up and goes up, and we're all like, ah, with the scream, And I'm like, what just happened? And you remember all them nightmarish airplane stories or cars crossing runway crossing. I thought the worst. But anyways, we got back up in the air and they said it's too foggy and we're gonna try this again. And then we didn't try it again, and they said, never mind, we're just going to Philadelphia. So they dumped us in, which it's like an hour away.
Yeah.
We land, we find a gate. It's a packed flight. It's 100 degrees in there. There wasn't one open seat. They let us off the plane and they do nothing. This is Spirit Airlines. The workers disappear and we're just sitting in the Philadelphia airport with no information whatsoever. We stand around for 45 minutes until I rounded up a couple people and said, hey, let's split an Uber to Atlantic City Airport. And that's what we did. And we got out of there. Still have not gotten an email from Spirit Airlines, by the way.
Yeah, they might just act like it didn't happen. You're lucky you made it to any airport on Spirit.
I'm glad at least American, we're alive, but
at least American, they just will stop you from getting on their plane, period. You'll just be delayed for a day or two. They just say, no, I know you want to fly, but you're not flying. This is American. We don't do that.
Yeah, so that was nuts. And it was, we got the Uber, we drove back to Atlantic City, and it was so foggy, you really couldn't see where you were driving. So they said it rolled in out of nowhere, and it didn't leave till 10 o'clock this morning. So I just thought that was a only me type story again. And
well, at least they didn't just smash it into the ground.
Right.
Yeah. So
ever since I watched Die Hard 2 as a kid, I've always been afraid of that. So
it could have been worse for sure.
All right. Enough of my flight woes. Let's see what else. IHRA not having any quota on the entry list, but they are going to qualify 64 cars in all the sportsman classes that have any more entries than that. So, Walt, did you hear about that? And what do you think about it?
I did think I heard about that, and we still have yet to see if they're going to be able to field 64 cars. But my first thought, we always playing both sides of this stuff or comparing the two sanctioning bodies. I mean, would you rather have a quota of 60 and everybody gets the race that paid money, or do you pay 64 qualifies, so you might have 70 guys pay money and 6 of those have to go home with nothing?
If you're asking me right now, and I don't know if you were, I'm
Yes, I'm
voting for
asking you.
the. I
And
like the
anybody in the chat.
no quota and have a qualified field. Like
No
I'd rather
quota.
the 70 or the whatever, however many come in. Invite everybody to the party, but not everybody gets the top shelf liquor at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess I'm kind of on the fence. Obviously, if you have a car that's going to qualify everywhere, it doesn't bother you. But you have some guys that are at the bottom of qualifying sheets, and especially if it's only, I mean, the first thing I thought about was if they don't get 64, do they move it to a 32 car field? And
I don't think so.
at some point, I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe they would change it to that. And I mean, you get more and more guys um, afraid to even pay their money because they don't want to. We talk about entry fees versus payouts. Well, if you pay an entry fee and you got zero payout, zero chance of getting payout, that
Right.
might scare some people away. But
I don't know that they're going to get the 64 entries yet. I guess we'll see. The diesel prices going, shooting the way they did the last week was bad timing for this, for racing. I would say.
sore subject. I got
Uh,
diesel pumps all the time. It's not.
yeah, I mean, you know more about
Yes,
diesel. I look at them around here and
it's
I'm like,
it's
shoot, they're like
not
$5.
good.
So, but I do know that I think you know what? When I got off the plane, when I got in last night, I saw gas was 355. Mind you, gas was 280 when I left. It was 355 when I came home last night for regular. Today it was 330. So it just jumped
Yeah.
25 cents and down the last day. And I think the barrel price came down. So I think hopefully your diesel fuel will come down. Because I know you burn that for work every day, right?
Yeah, I burn it for work every day, and then obviously we gotta burn it when we want to play. So at least the work is basically paying for itself in a way, but it's cutting into obviously profits that cut into play money, and
Right.
then it costs more to go play now. So yeah, it's a trickle down effect, but we'll see.
All right. Gary Ewing, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're feeling well. Does Bob still have his Aspen? I don't know.
I think he did mention he still had his Aspen. I think he did mention while he was up in the booth talking. He spit so much stuff out. It was crazy. It is crazy.
All right.
And
Gavin LaHue,
Gavin, yeah,
D4.
good old
D4
Gavin.
stand up.
Gavin's selling fireworks and all kind of stuff. Gavin's every time I talk to Gavin, he's got a new business venture, and
Ah,
it's obviously paying off for him. He's a good young guy and loves some drag racing. He needs to buy another stocker. He sold his stocker. Come on, Gavin, get you another stocker. Let's go.
yeah. And he sold that damn thing up here, so I have to race
Yeah.
against it.
Yep.
We will try, Eric. I got to get a hold of him or run into him.
Yeah, we need Bobby to start stalking him.
I got to start stalking him.
Yeah.
I think I do. I think I did find his address on Google, but it's not the 80s anymore. I don't think you just show up at people's houses.
Find out what coffee shop he goes to and stand
Somebody
outside.
said he hangs out at the Burger King a lot, so we'll see if I can just get him a Whopper and get him on the show. What's up, Paul?
Dunk there.
Billy Ryder, what's up, man? How
Billy.
you doing?
We got Billy and Nick in the house tonight. That's great.
Ray Minnick says it's easy to sign up and pay for IHRA, but this is coming from a guy who fills out forms all day.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else do we have here, guys? One thing I did forget I didn't forget, but I forgot to pull the image in. So let me hurry up and get it. Come on, come on, come on. We have a man cave sale, I should say. This is for the late Don Kennedy. This is Don Kennedy's widow is moving out of the house. so she has to get rid of a lot of things. Don's, tools, his everything he had in his man cave and garage, I believe. So if anybody is interested, it's in Tennessee. It's actually it's in 4 days. So it doesn't give everybody a lot of time. I believe the Mandelas are helping a lot with this whole process here. But anybody that wants to, it's 455 Halltown Road in Portland, Tennessee. It is this Thursday, 4 days from. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense, right? It says Thursday, March 14th. So
that's next week. Well, March 14th is
Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah, next Saturday.
So I'm assuming it's Saturday, March 14th, but I'll have to verify. I'll have to clarify that. Yeah.
Check where is it posted at? Just I guess you check your Facebooks and your socials to get the accurate date on that.
We'll verify.
If you're interested
but 8
in that
4
area,
tells me that it's probably on Saturday.
yeah. If you're in the area and you're interested, and go by, and then Bobby and I take gifts. So you see anything you like, a good impact or some tools, Bobby and I will take them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, my buddy Don Kennedy.
Don, yeah.
All right, so man cave and estate sale, March 14th. More info to come as soon as we can get it. All right, Walt, let's get to some results. Now we haven't done an episode in 2 weeks, so we got to cover a couple races. We got the Orlando Division 2 event from 2 weeks ago. I'd like to talk about that one first.
Yep.
Couple of comments, okay? Now I don't want to complain about racetracks that are still open, because I'm very happy that they're still open. There's just something about this Orlando race every year that is just a little strange to me. It seemed like the scoreboards weren't working for like the first day on the live feed, the NHRA TV. It seemed like bulbs are out on the tree. It just gives off a non-professional / tacky look. And you built some nice new grandstands there. I just feel like you would want your facility. You want to look as professional and appealing, or whatever the words I'm trying to look for, as possible. It just doesn't do it. And I don't know. Why is that?
I agree. Not everybody takes the beta approach where, every blade of grass has to be in the right place, and everything is nice and clean. So I don't have an answer for that. I don't race in Division 2. But I've been to the track, and they have some interesting ways of doing things down there. So
yeah, I've never been there.
I've been there, and they do things. It's very interesting. That's the only place I've ever been at, and I know there's been others. I've seen videos, but that's the only place I've ever been where they light the starting line on fire when they're doing track prep.
Wow.
The starting line just goes up in flames, and I'm like, oh,
very nice.
What are we doing? Yeah, it's wild.
Reinhardt still, top notch.
Yep.
Top 3, I'm gonna go with Bob Fry, Alan Reinhardt, Brian Loans are amazing, and
it's hard to beat those guys, especially for the information. Those guys, Joe Costello is a friend, and prayers to him and his family. They're going through something right now, but yeah, Joe does a great job also, and Jason's working on his craft. Jason Galvin's working on his craft, and he's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we found out here lately, but yeah,
they're all good announcers.
Yep. For his information, Bob, Reinhardt, and Loans, they're really good. And I used to like what was the stat guy? He was from your area also.
Bloom. Yeah, Lewis Bloom.
Yeah, Lewis Bloom. Yeah, he would bring a lot of interesting stuff to it, and that's us that care about the knowledge and history of the sport.
Lewis Bloom and Bob Fry both got their starts right here at ACO Dragway.
Yeah.
The now defunct ACO Dragway. Stop flying Team
Yeah, I agree, Tom.
I'm trying.
I agree.
Oh my God, I'm back Good luck to Bob Bender on his Southern Sportsman Tour, and I think Bob's going to try and do that Western Tour again next year. He told me so.
I wonder if
He,
Bob's coming to Gainesville. That'd be great. I always like
in
seeing.
Belrose.
Yeah, Belrose. I'm sorry.
I can't remember if he told me that or not, but
Yeah.
we'll have to ask him. Somebody could ask him. What's up, Tim Barrett? It's nice seeing you this weekend, and thank you for your kind word. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Nice wheelies. Way to put on display the car show. Hashtag the car show. We appreciate that.
Yep.
All right. Let's see, Walt. I will, without further delay, get to Orlando. Stock Eliminator. Number one qualifier was Doug Duell. C Stock Automatic. That's the 69 Barracuda. It's the Parker Theobald combo since he's in here. 1036.5 on an 1140 index. He was 1035 under the index. There were 57 cars in competition there in Stock Eliminator down there in Orlando. Let's see. We got to the final round here. Who was in the final round? Terry Hembry in his 69 Camaro E-Stock Automatic, and Austin Alvey. This kid's been driving really well the last couple of years.
Yeah.
What was Austin driving? A 1999 Formula Firebird in AA Stock Automatic, which is a nice car, but I really like his 67 Camaro that he has. The nice blue Camaro. I don't know if he still has it. Let's see how this race went down. E-Stock Automatic for Embry. He was dialed 1067. He's 021 at the hit. That's nice. Austin Alvey was dialed 998, leaving second. He was 067. That was his worst light of the weekend. He had really good string of lights leading up to that moment. He runs 998.1 on a 998, so Austin was dead on, but he could not get out there in front of Terry Embry. Terry went 1068.3 on a 1067. He gets the win. That was his second divisional event win. Congratulations, Terry Embry. It's a black 69 Camaro. He was down there in Gainesville as well, and he's probably going to be there at the Baby Gators this weekend.
Yep. Congrats, Terry.
So Austin loses in that stock final, and then he has to come back around for the super stock final. It's always tough, I believe, when you lose in the first one and you got to try and win the second one. I'd rather, you get a little confidence boost after you win the first one. Before we got to that final round, though, Troy Huntsbury was the number one qualifier in super stock. Super stock iAutomatic, 87 IROC Camaro, IROC Z, 954.1 on a 1070 index. He was 115.9 under the index. There were 50 cars in competition. And as far as I know, the air in Orlando was not that good during qualifying. So for him to go that fast in that kind of air, that shows the kind of power he's making.
Yep.
All right. So as we said before, Austin Alvey came back around for super stock. He's in a 2005 Pontiac Sunfire GTF automatic, going up against Gianni Cantucci, who's out of Canada, Division I racer out of Canada. I haven't seen this guy in years. He's got a GTL automatic 2000 Firebird. Saw him for the first time in a while at the Dutch Classic at Maple Grove, and he won. So he ended the year pretty strong. I know he races a lot in Canada. I'm not saying he hasn't been racing, but I just haven't seen him down in the at our races too much in the States. He decides to, I guess, take the Southern Tour, and he comes right out and gets to a final round. GTL automatic. He was dialed 1043. He had a 113 light there in the final round. Austin Alvey was 016. He was mad about his bad reaction time in stock. So he was dialed 930. He was leaving second. He's 016. Gianni gave him about a 10th on the starting line. That's just not going to work out for you too well. Austin Alvey runs 938 on a 930. Still gets there first and gets his fifth win already. Fifth divisional event win. So congratulations.
Tough racer, and I know he's got stock, a stock win and I guess multiple stock wins and I don't know how many super stock wins, but he's doing it in two different classes off the bottom. Good young kid, so. And I guess his brother Matt went to the finals in comp at the same race, so they had a really good because the dad is Mark.
Dad is Mark. There might be the dad's brother might be Matt. I think there's a Cody also.
There's a Cody also, yeah. But Matt made it to the finals of a heads up comp eliminator race, and Monty Bogan won it.
Right. There were three in the final three or the final four comp cars in Orlando.
The final three H altered automatics.
Wow.
I think it was two. Maybe it was all three Cobalts. Yep, H altered automatic. So
Now,
that was
Walt,
good racing.
educate me here on comp eliminator. Is a heads up in comp, does it mean anything, or is it just the same rules where, if you go 60 under or whatever, you're still going to get that hit? I mean,
You can still get the hit, but it's all heads up. It's heads up. It doesn't go off of your personal indexes. Everybody's basically back to zero, and they're both leaving at the same time. So because if Monty was actually, his personal index was down a bunch compared to uh what Alvy was, or even Joe, I think it was Joe Warren who had I know it was one of the Warren boys who had the other H altered automatic. And yeah, the heads up or just heads up.
so you're saying if you were getting the little index hits throughout the race, as soon as you guys get the heads up, you're back at zero for that round, I guess. And then
Yes, correct.
if you go to the next round and you obviously don't have a heads up, you're back to where you were 2 rounds ago.
Yep.
All right. Yep. One of these days,
Yeah.
I'm just going to lock myself in a room for a week and just teach myself every aspect of comp eliminator.
I got my guy Hayden Trumbull watching.
Hayden. All right.
Hayden.
There's Thurston. He's here. Diesel should be cheaper
Hey.
than gasoline.
Correct.
I agree. And if diesel was cheaper than gasoline, I think the price of everything would be cheaper, since diesel is used to ship everything that we
Absolutely.
have.
Absolutely.
Hi, Vic. How you doing, buddy? Ready for racing season? I gotta find Vic Gilmino in the lanes and have a chat with him and interview him. He's been racing for, about 50 years, I think, or longer. He's probably been racing longer than that. Diesel, $4.99 where Tom Baker is. Warren Monteith, nice hat, Walt.
Thank you.
Ryan Herensky's $5.25 in the Poconos. Terrific. How about Jason Lyne, Sportsman Development Director, and Marty Reinhardt, Tech Director? Yes, I saw that on the little roster that they put out.
Do you have a clarification on that? Because somebody said that was not the Jason Lyne of NHRA Pro Stock Door. I have no clue. I just saw somebody a comment under the post said that was not the same Jason Lyne.
Ah,
do you know? I really don't.
I don't know. I do know Marty. It is Marty Reinhardt.
Yes, we know Marty. Yeah.
Yeah. Of Marty Reinhardt fame. All right, let's see what else. Oh, somebody did bring it up, and it brought me back to my notes. I wanted to mention it before I forget about the titanium valves in Superstock are now permitted. Did you hear about this?
I did. And I actually, we kind of thought it was going to be stock and super stock, to be honest with you, coming down the pipeline. But yeah, I did hear about it, and it's supposed to, long run, save money. And I don't know. It's
How much is a set of titanium valves? I've never.
I don't have a reason. I think you can get away with 2,500 or $3,000, something like that. Yeah, it's not good. My stuff, no, I just can't see it. You can do billet cranks now and titanium valves, and I mean, I might as well put a blower on it. Call it good. Call it good. Just make some boosts. Alex Villanueva, that's my guy here in Houston. Oh, Alex. I wonder if Alex had to pay his 11-year-old daughter. Bobby, I know you follow baseball, and we just talking now. So the World Baseball Classic is going on, and Alex is from Mexican descent, and he asked his daughter about who she was rooting for, and she was like, "I was born in America." So what do you mean, USA? And, he said, "Well, wait a minute, your grandpa," and she was like, "You want to bet? You want to bet? I'm USA," and USA won. So
nice.
the game was last night here in Houston, and I thought that was funny. She was
saw
really serious.
The awesome defensive play by the shortstop, Bobby Witt.
Yeah, Witt. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Reminded me of my own playing days, Walt.
Yeah, Paul Steen said it was the best plays he's ever seen in real life with his own two eyes.
That was crazy, and that also reminds me that Ozzie Smith was just at my old high school coach. Was a marketing genius when we were in high school. He always had celebrities coming to our games. and he had Ozzie Smith at his. He owns an Italian bakery now, and he always gets a famous person. Like every 2 weeks, he gets somebody.
Yeah.
Ozzie Smith. I'm like, how did you get Ozzie Smith? But
You just ask him, Bobby. That's what I do.
He's been saying that for years. He says, Faz. He always calls me that. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. I'm like,
100% no. If you don't ask, it's 100% no.
He gets like WWF WWEF. I don't
Whatever
even know
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that who's the guy that always go woo? I can't even remember.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
Yeah. He got him like he.
All you got to do is ask. The worst they can say is no.
Right? Oh my goodness. I don't like no. All right. Sorry. Let's get back to the race.
Yeah, let's get back to racing. Yeah.
Where were we? Gainesville? Time for the Gatornationals. Here we go.
Gatornationals.
Now, number one qualifier. Now, mind you guys, I was trying to send text messages. I was trying to get a hold of people and tell you all what was going on. And it was just like unsent message after unsent message. And of course, to the jerks that have phones that aren't iPhones, like Walt, that go to green text messages, they weren't going anywhere. So, yes, Bubba Lynsi broke a shifter cable in that second round. Everybody was asking me, and I kept trying to text them, and nobody was getting nowhere.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anyways, number one qualifier, Doug Dole did it again. Bob Bender was number one qualifier for a little while there, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Most of that first session, if not the whole first session.
Yeah.
And then lost it in that second session when Doug Dole went 106 under in that 69 Barracuda, 10:34.0 on an 11:40.
If it
So
wasn't
congrats.
for the pesky headwind y'all had down there, Bob might have stayed up front.
Yeah, that wind has to be blowing that wagon. Well, that thing will blow in reverse if that wind is strong enough. Let's see. So, Jeff Atkinson versus Jim Marshall in the final round. Both of these racers had to get through heads-ups to get to this final round, which I thought was pretty cool. Atkinson, the peanut farmer from Georgia, 2014 Camaro, factory stock B. Jim Marshall in the really super cool, nice 79 Malibu wagon, iStock automatic. This thing is a really nice car. He worked really hard on this thing. He was dialed 1128 and was 025 at the hit was Jim Marshall. Jeff Atkinson dialed 915, leaving second. He's 030. Jim gets down there. He runs an 1124 on the 1128. I think the tailwind really caught up to him and pushed him down there. Atkinson 913 on the 915. So by virtue of the double breakout, Atkinson got the win. That was his 6th national event win. Congratulations, Jeff Atkinson.
Yep. Atkinson actually said he got down there and realized he wasn't getting there and stopped and let old Jim Marshall go, and it worked out in his favor.
Yep. How about that? So let's talk about the Jeff Atkinson Jay Story heads up. That was pretty interesting. That was 5th round. And that was, I couldn't hang anymore. It was Saturday night. It was late. I was hungry. It was like 10:30. I don't even know. I got out of there. So I missed this one. Factory stock B. This is a 10 flat index. Atkinson's 020 on the tree. Jay Story's 067. Atkinson runs 898 with a 7. Jay Story 899 with a 7/100th of a second difference in the elapsed times. But Atkinson got 4 more hundredths bonus on the starting line. So he got the win there. That was a really good race. They both went 1 second under the index.
Yep, it was. And Jim Marshall's heads up.
Jim Marshall's heads up was in the first round. Now, here's the deal with Jim Marshall's heads up. Now, when I hear Jim Marshall's in a heads up, I just usually think, well, how bad are you going to beat the guy by? Half a second or 0.3 or a full second? Are we going to go for that? Now, Mike McKinley is in the 89 Firebird. I know that combination can be favorable.
Yep.
So Jim said, Mike, yeah, this isn't, Mike's fast. So this is where Drag Insights is very helpful. And you punch in Mike McKinley's name and it shows me his quickest times. And I was like, oh, all right, this is going to be interesting. Okay. So I'm on the starting line filming this one. And I talked to Mike McKinley before they roll out, if you watch the video, and I asked him, you got something for Jim Marshall? And he he kind of gave me the look like, yeah, I got something for him. And I'll tell you what, in the headwind that we had, that at that moment, McKinley had the better car, that's for sure.
For sure. Yeah.
But when I was filming and I saw Jim Marshall leave as early as he did, I was like, wow, yeah, he's going for it. And he was 007. Like, I was looking through my camera and I swore the red light was going to come on. And yeah, Jim Marshall goes down there 11:28 with a 4 at 113 miles an hour. Mike McKinley was 063 on the tree. He runs an 11:23 at 115 miles an hour. And by 0.02 of a second, Jim Marshall got the win there. So that was a crazy heads up. And man, that was better race than I was even expecting. So,
yeah, I wish we had a photo finish camera on that one because McKinley has a little bit of a nose on him, and I wonder if he would have stabbed the brakes right there. He might have been able to get in front of Mr. Marshall's wheels. So, but that was an excellent race between those two. And what
yeah.
do you think about the heavyweight fight first round?
Oh my God, that was the race of the round that we were all waiting
Oh
for,
man,
right?
yeah, I didn't have to get to work till like 9 o'clock, and these guys have me up at 7 a.m. my time, looking at NHRA TV to watch these guys duke it out. I was like, this makes no sense. I got to be stupid or something. But it was
Two,
what I thought it was going to be.
oh, it definitely lived up to the hype, didn't it? And it was a situation where when Walt puts, who you got on his Facebook page, it's not a Final Four. This is it was a heavyweight. And
Constant matchup. Yeah.
do you have the do you remember who got more votes in that?
I don't actually, but I'm
Last I
seeing these
checked, and we got to get you to you got to cut that thing because people
Yeah.
can still vote after it's over and then they
Right,
cheat.
and there's no way I looked, and maybe I got to do some more searching, but I don't think there's a way to cut it off at the time. I wish I can cut it when I want to cut it, like while they rolling
I
up to the
I
water
thought
bottle.
you could. I thought you could set a time like 7 or
No,
8 a.m. or something.
I'll do some more digging on it, but
We'll
people,
check into that. And Darian
yeah,
Houston, you're absolutely right. As soon as I finally get it all off, I got to go back and get more. So,
yep,
yep, with the
it's all
clutch dust. I love Brian Loans. Great content. Thank you. I'm behind on the comments here. So yeah, that heads up, Jim Marshall. That was a great one. And that heavyweight fight
Hidalgo.
between
I'm sorry,
Hidalgo.
Hidalgo had 58%.
All right, so a little edge toward Hidalgo. Now, mind you, these are two racers here, two Terminators. We might as well say,
Yeah.
very little emotion, very little nerves, just ice cold, ice cold water in their veins, and that's what happened. Now I know Hidalgo. I talked to him afterward. He was a little disappointed about his 021 reaction time.
Yeah. I
And
didn't talk
Bubba
to
was
him, but I
way
know
too good.
him. I know him. He felt like he missed it bad. He had
With a
no
21.
intention. Yeah, he had no intentions on being 20 there. I know him.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would imagine he was going for the 00 or the low teen. So both ran dead on their dial. Right, I should have pulled those numbers up, and I didn't. And both only went about 112 miles an hour and 111, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. It was good. I mean, both knew how to find dead on. And I mean, Bubba was 18, Cooter was 21. I think Cooter went dead 7, and Bubba was dead 4 or 5 or something like that. It was amazing race.
Yeah. Yep. And when I posted it, and even the Emmons family commented on it, and they just said it perfectly. Like, this is what makes what we do so freaking exciting. Like that
Absolutely.
round lived up to the hype, and that was, I'm glad that it did. It got got us even more eyeballs. So way to go, fellas. Great job. And then poor Bubba, after he survives that, goes in the second round against our buddy Tim Barrett, who's on here.
The juggernaut.
And Bubba did broke the shifter cable right in the
Mhm.
lanes. I think before he went out to the burnout box, from what he told me, Shane Oakes quickly got under the car. Good thinking by Shane Oakes, and just shoved it into first gear, low gear, and they just hoped for a red light from Tim Barrett. So
Well, that's interesting.
now I told Shane, I'm like, that was great thinking there. I mean, hats off to you getting under there and doing that. I would have tried shoving it into high gear and just dialing the index. You
Dialing
think that
up,
would have worked?
yeah. Yeah, that I gotta be honest, I've seen Cooter do something to that effect. I think he didn't have maybe second gear, so he just dialed way up and went from first to high and won. I don't know if it was a national or divisional, but he won the race doing that. So
Wow.
yeah, that probably would have, yeah, high gear only deal
I
and
don't know what a high gear only, like, what that launch would be like, what that converter hit would be like, but,
yeah, that would be the difficult part is leaving the starting line would be difficult. And yeah, I guess if I was Bubba, I'd be chunking weight out of it in the staging lanes and leaving in high gear and trying to go for it.
so that's funny because Bubba also lost a header tether coming out of his trailer and dragged it all the way up to the staging lanes for qualifying. And
Mm.
my dad ran over to a pro pit and got some wire and tied it up for him
Oh, okay.
before qualifying. So poor Bubba was having a couple little issues, and it doesn't seem to rattle him at all. He still drives well without it, um, or through it, I should say. And then I'm sure I'll have it all fixed for the Baby Gators this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. Yep. It should be all right.
All right. So that was Stock Eliminator, and it was a lot of fun. Let's move into Super Stock. Number one qualifier was Chelsea Tyndall in a GTI Automatic 2004 Cavalier out
Yep.
of Freeport, Florida.
From
Let's
what I was
see.
told, that's Slade Cummins' car that he wrecked a couple years ago. The one that he had a finish line incident with. Yeah, and it's really nice car. If I don't know if you got a chance to look at it, but that car it's really nice now. They redid everything on it, and it's super nice.
Wow, yeah, and fast too. Tom Baker's talking about Gianni Cantucci's car. Yes, that was the car that got crashed into at the Dutch in the final
Oh,
round.
really? Last
So
year?
he fixed it up.
Huh.
That was against the Hurley 55 Chevy, and but it wasn't
Wow.
driven by Hurley that day. It was driven by Schoenberger, one of the
Oh, I think I
Schoenberger
do
kids.
remember that. Yeah, that was off the starting line, wasn't it? That,
Yes, it,
that
it
was
just
okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
hooked right. I was actually live on Facebook with it, standing behind
Hmm.
her car when it happened. All right, Matt. So now we're back to Alvy. Matt is Austin's dad. Mark is Austin's uncle. Matt and Mark are brothers.
Gotcha. That's
And I
why
think
Dave Lay needs to be on here all the time
right
to
clarify
fix us. Yeah, to fix us. Thank you, Dave.
clarify family trees. And I
Mm,
think Cody and Austin are brothers. So we'll have to. That's the last piece of the puzzle there.
yeah, yeah.
What's up, Brett? Oh, Brett bought a car, but I don't want to say it yet unless he doesn't want anybody to know. So if you give me the okay, Brett, I'll say it out loud. Darian Houston Diesels 530 in Southern Virginia. Terrific. Hey, racing, participate, crew, family, famous century, participation, Daytona. Thank you, road racing, last week honor. That,
Cool.
thank you. That's like, all right, we'll figure that out. Air shifters in stock, thoughts? I'm not really for them, but I get that they're trying to level the playing field. Vic has been racing for 66 years. We're way behind on comments, by the way.
No, that's
Uh,
fine. It's their show. We have no guests, so the comments are the guests a little bit. So
Hoping to get Greeny down the drag strip this summer. 69 Cougar. Ooh, XR7
oh,
428 Cobra Jet. Dark Ivy Metallic. Nice.
love it.
I guess I should mention that Lenny Lodig, while we were testing the Mountain Motor Pro Stock car in Bradenton, purchased the ex Eric Waldo Cobra Jet 69 Cobra Jet Mustang from John Astrab. So Lenny is going to be running some, stock eliminator, stick shift stock eliminator, Ford
What is
FE.
B stick or C stick or something like that.
It was in C stick with Astra, but I think B stick is where this thing's going to end up. It's kind of weird. It's like an ABC if you just call the car a fastback from what I'm reading in the guide. Maybe Dave Lake can clarify, but I believe this car was a GT, and in
Oh,
GT trim it's a BCD. So I
gotcha.
don't know. He was mentioning if he could run A. I don't think A would be that safe right now. I'd probably stay down in like maybe B stick. I think is it more big block Chevy like
Yeah, more in A, and I mean,
madness.
you got
Yeah,
you got more the LS1 car in A stick is fast also. So,
yeah,
but
it
I mean,
is.
they can run B. They can run B, but
With the fire, like with the 99
yeah,
Firebird or whatever, they're
yeah, depending on the hood. Yep.
yeah. So you definitely don't want any parts of those. But he my dad was with us in Bradenton, and so that became his job. Basically, was to just I said, come down on a vacation, and I'm not going to tell you, but when we get there, you're probably going to work for 2 days straight. And
Put
uh,
Mr. Bobby to work.
Mr.
I'm sure
Bob
he
was
is that.
working on this Mustang. He really was going through it for Lenny. Lenny was really appreciative of it, and it was cool. He made a pass with it. It ran pretty well, and it's got a fresh engine in it from Ed Herensky, a
Yeah.
Division One racer, and Lenny entered the Gatornationals with it. But if it was up to me, I was like, yeah, go, let's do it. But I think he and my father talked about it a little bit, and my dad was like, this, we need a lot, some more things to tweak and work and stuff. And
Yeah.
Lenny was like, yeah, I won't do it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Original Q code car, by the way, and
Oh,
they
really? Okay.
it came with all of like the sticker, the old window sticker, and all that good stuff. And they only made 130 of those. Candy apple red was the original color in GT trim, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
So Lenny's thinking about uh, ditching the green, the old
Yeah.
the Waldo green, which we all know the Waldo cars for, and going back to the candy apple red. So
That makes sense. He can make it real nice and make it bring it back to original color. Yeah, that's all. That would be all cool.
it I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably gonna be a really nice car when Lenny's done with it. So we'll see what happens there. Vic Gilmino, and he's a legend. Yes, it's one and only Jason Line that is the IHRA
Hmm,
direction, says Mike
good.
Firebird. So
Well, good. Good.
that's an interesting position for him, right? I guess that
Yeah.
would be I mean, I don't really know what it entails. Do you?
No, but no, we don't. We don't know what it entails, and apparently everything's subject to change. So we'll see.
You got that right. Okay. Jason's not allowed to race IHRA events. All right. I guess you're not allowed to race them if you're working.
If you're, I guess, staff or a higher up, I guess.
What's up, Walt Gamble? How you doing? Yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't know if Marty Reinhardt's going to be able to race. Like, I
Yeah.
guess if he's working,
I
he
would.
won't be able to race IHRA. But if he works for IHRA, is he going to be able to race NHRA? I guess that's the question.
I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe there's a car available to drive in Division 1 for me.
Yeah, a
Always
nice
thinking, always thinking
69
about the
Camaro.
positive
Yeah.
sides. Thinking the positive side.
Happy Tuesday, Brian. Cool. What's up, buddy? Wind variable, tailwind differentiated track. So, yeah, and I'll tell you what, the wind. You're driving a wagon like Jim Marshall is, and you're dealing with headwind one day. Now you're dealing with tailwind on a Sunday, where you don't get. There's
Right.
only 2 cars or 4 cars left. Like you don't get to really look and see what a pattern is or anything like that. I mean, you
Right.
just have to. You got to trust your weather station and your experience and your gut there.
Yep. You got to be Dennis Paz. And
You
if you
got to
don't know what
Dennis
I'm talking
pause.
about, go back a couple episodes. when we interviewed Dennis Paz.
And unfortunately, you're doing it in your 1130 car against a 9-second Copo that's
Yep.
slightly more aerodynamic, so it's even more of a challenge. So,
Yep.
yeah, what's up, Bill Marshall? How you doing, man?
Bill Marshall, cool.
Done it at Belrose many times, first to third. Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't on purpose, Gavin.
And he was going first to third in the Corvette and was still going one under. I believe it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm going to go to Belrose. I'm going to be traveling a lot now. I actually have to be in North Carolina all week next week for the Galat race. So I just came back from Florida, and I'm going to be traveling for these IHRA events.
A lot of racers.
Yeah, definitely would get some good ones in stock and super stock. Cody Phillips, he was down
Absolutely, yeah.
at the Gatornationals, and I know his family tree extends. You know, he's got Cody and his mom, Missy Phillips, and he's
Missy.
related to Terry Taylor and Corey Taylor and a host of other Division II standouts. Missing a few.
Yeah, Cody's trying to make work for us. Yeah, it's but the family trees, that's the great part about it. Family trees and lineage going back in stock and super stock is amazing.
And Lenny wants some trick control arm stuff, and Tom Baker's the guy for that, by the way.
Tom Baker.
So
yeah.
Tom, for anybody that doesn't know, is like an outstanding welder, machinist extraordinaire, and makes some cool control arm bushings for the Plymouths. I think he makes them for the Chevys now, and possibly the Fords. Hopefully the Fords.
Yeah, I feel like you can make whatever you need.
I know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wonderful when you know how to do stuff like that. Did you guys stay at the good hotel in Bradenton this time? Yes, I did. Did not stay at the Flea Bag in Bradenton. I stayed at the Flea Bag in Gainesville.
Oh.
Actually got to the Airbnb that I had booked for 4 nights, and Dad and I looked at each other, and I went straight on Google and booked a hotel for 2 nights. So we left the Airbnb and went to the hotel, and the hotel wasn't much better, to be honest. And then all the hotels were sold out on the weekend, so I had to go back to the Airbnb for the last 2 nights. We survived. We're still here.
Yep.
Let's see. Who else we got? Hey, Walt. Heard Walt was going to Belrose.
Race. So how about a name like that? His dad named him Race. Race Reagan. That's one of the young guys fresh out of. I mean, he's a good bracket racer. He inspires me when he comes up and talks and tells me, "Hey, you were 20. That was okay. I guess it was all right. No, I would have been better." Yeah, no, it's a good kid, great kid. He loves stock, super stock, but he does a lot of bracket races. We're trying to get him into stock or super stock.
All right, well, if he's that good, don't get him in. Don't get him in it.
No, the water's fine. Come on.
Want to race against him?
Yeah.
All right. Brett Steven, you can say it. All right. He bought the Alex Densenko Superstock L Automatic Original K Code 1965 Mustang, Raven Black. So just going through everything since it sat for so long. So that was
that's cool.
Very memorable car right there. It made a lot of history. Yep. Alex and Tony Densenko. And rest in peace, Alex.
Mustang.
All right. We were talking about super stock at Gainesville, so let's get to the final round there, where we had 2 Division I hitters who now live in North Carolina. That would be Kent Hanley and Dan Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
Kent, I'm like 0 for the century against Kent Hanley. He's in a 94 Cavalier GTE automatic. And Dan Fletcher, the 69 Camaro that his father bought in 69 and turned it into a race car the minute he got it home. Winningest car in all of NHRA history, I believe. And Dan's running factory GTG with that now. Kent Hanley in the GTE automatic. I think he's got a 350 Chevy in the Cavalier. Kent dialed 929. Fletcher dialed 956. Fletcher leaves first, 006. Woo! Yeah. Nicely done. And he gets down there, runs a 955.8. Pretty sure he stabbed the brake pedal at the finish line. Kent Hanley was dialed 929. He's 024 on the tree. Solid reaction time. He runs a 927.4 at 138 miles an hour. I think Fletcher dumped him down there and won the double breakout. Fletcher was broke out by 2 thou. Kent Hanley broke out by 16 thou. And Fletcher gets the win. His 109th national event win. Congratulations, Dan Fletcher.
Congrats, Dan. One thing I know is if he keeps winning, I'm never going to catch him. I was just 108 behind. Now I'm 109 behind. This is ridiculous. I mean, if he keeps winning, there's no way I can catch him.
I know, right? And I'll tell you what, he drove very well this weekend. Jeff Atkinson's going to see Walt in a couple weeks.
That's good to hear, Jeff. I'm sure we'll have some beers over at Steve Kent's and hang out. Yep. Coming out. Congrats on your win, Jeff. We didn't know you were here, but we spoke about you earlier. Congrats on your win. Great job, buddy.
Great job.
Look forward to seeing you and Willie.
Rewind about 15 minutes, and you'll hear your name mentioned multiple times.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and congrats to Willie, too. I love that guy.
Yep.
Fletcher had some really good reaction times, but he raced again. He escaped a few.
Yeah.
The Flintstone car, Josh Barzy, in the modified 5-speed car. I love this Chevy 2 with the hood scoop. Barzy was like 003 or 004 against him in the third round at night, and Barzy couldn't get there, and Fletcher escaped one there. So I think somebody else was 00 against him also that he escaped. Wendell Howes, I believe, in the semifinal.
Wendell Howes was, and I was actually surprised that Kent Hanley followed him through because, a lot of times if one guy's 00 and you're 20 or worse and you're chasing, you can kind of see that you're not getting there. So I was actually surprised that Kent didn't kill more than he did, being that he's a bracket racer, races super comp and whatnot. So it just was another Dan's day. He did an excellent job and he didn't make the mistake. So
he did. And when Dan's at the track, he don't say but 2 words that I see. I mean, he is all business. He's there for work. But after it's over and he got interviewed, I thought his interview was really cool.
It was great. Yeah, it was great.
So you'll need a whole oak tree for the Emmons family tree. Interesting to see 3 different outlets traversing the lanes for stock, super stock. Class Racer, Ken, and me, and Robert Simpson on the Spot Motorsports Media. Because I saw that they did an interview of the green 69 Camaro convertible, Jim Roberts. And I did an interview of Jim Roberts that I'm still editing. So,
and they did Jim Marshall, and did they do Barzy also?
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did the Flintstone car. Yep.
Yep.
So they do a great job. So yeah, we had a lot of eyes on stock and super stock, and again, a lot of spectators asking about the cars, watching the cars, because I did film a little bit from the stands. If you watch the video. And I just love looking around and seeing people taking their own videos, cheering for cars, things like that. That's what we like to see. Like when you see a car go through the finish line and somebody's like, yeah, because it was their brand or probably a car they had in high school and they cheer. I think that's cool. So we're steamrolling along. We're just going to keep going, keep promoting it. Mom, Terry, Denise Warren are siblings. Jeff Taylor, also from Lumberton, distant cousin. Then you have Brooke, Denise and Jeff Warren's daughter, Corey Taylor, Terry's son, and Foley married to Brooke.
Yeah. And it keeps going. Yep.
There we go. Right. Where were you Sunday, Walt?
I was not in Emmons Motorplex shop for this Sunday. Terry said he had it handled. Terry said he didn't need me.
Uh-oh. You mean they invited you over for a baseball game?
No, yeah.
In your hand?
Normally I just show up if I'm in the area or if I'm running errands or actually getting done working on my stuff. I'll stop by the shop and just see what the guy's going on. Sundays are shop days for the Emmons clan, so I'll stop through there and we end up getting stuff accomplished on all the race cars, so it's good.
Nice. Yeah, the super stock video, I started on that one. That one should be out. If I can get that one out tomorrow, I'm gonna try and get it out tomorrow, but I gotta work in the morning, and if I don't get them out in the morning, I don't like to put them out in the evening just because I've been doing this a long time. The algorithm doesn't like evening posts, believe it or not, and it won't get much traction. Facebook will kill it dead in its tracks, and then YouTube will kill it too, and it'll just be a waste of time. So yeah, so Thursday morning at the latest, guys. Be ready. And then Jim Roberts, I'll try and have that one out next week at the latest. Love Dan's Facebook after the race. No, I won. Just went right to talking crap about hockey.
He did. He was talking about he hate Tampa Bay Lightning or something. Talking about hockey. Yep.
Oh my God. Anyone know how many modified Eliminator cars entered comp? I didn't see any of the new modified cars, that new class.
Right. You had one that ran Orlando, which was Robbie Drawn. And I think he hurt something or had some repairs to do. And I know his parachute came off, so he might have had some body work to do when it ripped off the back. And he pulled out of Gainesville. I don't know if he'll be at the babies or not. So Doug's my man. He'll be in Belrose. He might be in Belrose right now, waiting on us to show up at the track.
Right.
Doug will be there. It's always good seeing him.
All right. Well, I want to also let everybody know that we're going to go over the points here. But if you want to see the points somewhat easily, and let me know what you guys think of this, because I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. If you go to driverinterviews.com and then just click on the racing schedule tab and scroll down past the schedule, you'll see the national and divisional points for super stock. And then if you scroll down a little bit further, you'll see the Jegs All-Star points, current point standings for stock and super stock, which I see Walt Walker in second place there in super stock.
For me, don't tell nobody that. They're going to be after me. Don't tell.
I'm just trying to scare people. When they get paired up against you, they're going to be like, "Oh, he's in second place." I'm just going to red light to him.
They're going to be after me. No. I'm no threat to nobody.
Nobody. That's a different Walt. That might be Walt Senior. He doesn't race anymore.
Yeah. No, not me.
All right, there's the link, guys. If you want to click on that and check that out.
Click the link. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Some people I just had Hayden Trumbull. Hey, can I watch it? Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Like and share, whatever y'all want to do. Argue with us. Comment after.
Walt is the man.
All the things.
Right. Good job, Walt.
What did I do? I don't even know what I did.
All right, let's go over the points. National points.
Hold up. Before you do the points,
yep.
I feel like this segment is sponsored by Kentwood Metallizing. Is that Tom Baker?
Kenwood Welding and Metallizing.
Yes. Brought to you by Kenwood Welding and Metallizing. Tom Baker.
Absolutely.
The points.
And the Tom Baker bushings. Baker bushings.
Yes. Baker bushings.
The name that we're giving it. That's not the real name. All right. Are we ready? Here we go. National points. Number 1 is Jeff Atkinson in stock. Terry Embry is number 2. Jim Marshall, number 3. Jay Story is number 4. And Kenny Anderson is in 5th right now, tied with Cody Phillips. Super stock, top 5 nationally. Austin Alvey, Gianni Cantucci, and Dan Fletcher are tied for 2nd. And Kent Hanley and Josh Barzy are tied for 4th. Also, back to stock. Jay Story, Kenny Anderson, and Cody Phillips are tied for 3rd early in the season. All right. Each division. Number 1 in each division. Here we go. Division 1, stock eliminator. Tom Baker.
Tom Baker Jr. in the Chevy. Number
1. Yeah. Super stock. Division 1, Gianni Cantucci. Division 2, Terry Embry in stock. Austin Alvey in super stock. Division 3, Joe Martins in stock. And Stacy McCarty in super stock. Did you guys see that Joe Martins in-car video? Pretty cool.
Stick car.
Division 4, Jay Story in stock. Jay Story in super stock. He's the only Division 4 racer that has run a divisional. Division 5, Cyrus Bidwell in stock. Scott Pearson in super stock. Hey, that's the the Javelin or whatever. Division 6, Hal Sorensen stock. Jody Lang super stock. And Division 7, Chris Hall stock, Dennis Paz super stock. We should have known that one.
Yep. And more to come. Pomona
More to
this
come.
weekend, Baby Gators this weekend. So Division 2 and Division 7 will be running away with all the points here early.
And let's check. So let's check a weather forecast, make sure everything's all right here. It looks like Pomona, you're in the clear. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're looking at 88, 88, 82, and 84. So pretty warm, but it looks dry. Friday just looks a little cloudy. I don't see any kind of rain in the forecast. So that's wonderful. You're going to have a beautiful weekend in Pomona. Thank you, Lynsi, Snyder, and In-N-Out Burger for saving that race.
Yes.
Let's check out Gainesville and hope for no rain in the Gainesville forecast here. If I can get it to pop up. Now weather.com wants to throw up 100 ads. Here we go. Friday, 82, partly cloudy, so that's good. You got 73% chance of thunderstorms Thursday night. So I think they're running on Thursday at this event, this Baby Gators event.
Yeah.
I think the guys are starting early.
Yeah, starting Thursday because they run class. So that's something to pay attention to this weekend, guys. If classes, I think Friday, in stock and super stock. So we'll be locked into that. So call it work or whatever you want to do because it's the first class event of the year and no horsepower average to worry about. So let them eat, guys.
Looking good. I mean, PM thunderstorms on Thursday, so you can get that qualifying in, and then maybe the rains will come. And then Friday looks good and get all the class eliminations in. Saturday looks good until PM showers at night. Maybe they can get the whole race in by the time that happens. I don't know. Or maybe they can get class done on Friday and then get first round of everybody in Friday evening and get a little head start on Saturday. But guys are looking all right. That's good. Good. Tom Baker, first place. Tom in Division 1. There he is. Tough for me. YouTube comes online much earlier than Facebook, and Marty is in the house. All right.
Hey, Marty.
Marty Reinhardt.
If you're watching, hey.
Hey, Marty.
I do want to shout out podcasts. They call it a podcast bump, but he was world champion anyway. But Richard Gatson won out in Gainesville, and that was cool. Friend of the podcast. So that's always good to get somebody on and be a friend, and they go out there and they win and do a good job. So
yeah, he solidified.
Yep.
He did. Any doubts? He cleared them up pretty quick. He was driving, man. He cuts good lights on that bike, man.
Yeah, and it was consistent. It wasn't like he had pressure or getting he was 20 and had a fast, consistent bike. So did a really good job. So
great job.
Way to start the year.
And I'm mad I didn't even get a chance to talk to him or say hello to him. I was never over there by that pit. Shame on me.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? Next race, next national. I got to say hello to him. Driverinterviews.com, guys. That's the website. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be sure to like and share. We really appreciate it. At Driver Interviews. Did anybody see the logo, the thumbnail that was on YouTube? Be sure to check that out.
It surprised me. If y'all haven't seen it, go look at it. I was like, what? I wonder what the thumbnail is, because Bobby never tells me, and I'm just, I look and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Right? I like it.
Hashtag the car show. The hashtag the car show was really on full display this weekend. I saw a lot of stickers a lot of cars with that sticker on there. So that makes me feel good that people are spreading the word. Mr. Minnick, thank you very much for your support. The lead sponsor of this show. And we appreciate it. Get those taxes done. And thank you for all you do, man. Appreciate it. Draginsights.com. Like I said, I was able to see what Mike McKinley was capable of. And that's what you can do on Drag Insights. It's just one small thing you can do on Drag Insights. There's so much more you can do on there. Plus, the new animation is really cool, too, where you can kind of see a little replay of the race, the two little cars going down the track. That is still a work in progress. The version, I don't know if it's up officially yet, but I've helped,
I haven't seen it. And I was going to say, Drag Insights, if you guys got any questions about it, You can message me and I'll ask Bobby because I don't know. But we it's a great site, and yeah, it's a lot of information. But if you got any questions about it, or once you get on there, just reach out to one of us, and we'll try to walk you through it and help you out, or you know, make it happen
Absolutely.
for you.
I got to put together a little, like, maybe I'll put together a little bullet point video or just a couple common uses
Yeah.
that I use for it. And just so people can, I guess, learn more. The website's actually been a little revamped. I think it's cleaner now and less,
Yeah.
it's a little more clutter free and nicer coloring right now. If you haven't been on it, this just happened over the last couple days. So, dragonsites.com. Kennedy Race Car and Collector Car Insurance. That's Sharon Kennedy. That's Don's wife, Don's widow. She is keeping the business alive. Sharon Lee Kennedy, and then the number 1 at gmail.com is how you can reach her. And we appreciate everything she does. Don't forget about the estate sale. We're going to find out. We believe this is Saturday, March 14th from 8 to 4 in Portland, Tennessee, 455 Halltown Road. Be sure to try and get out there and snag some of Don's stuff, man. Put it to good use. We hate to see anything get thrown away or, sold to people that aren't racers that could just, I don't know. I just want the stuff to get used. Rob Youngblood, advancedclutches.com. Hi, Rob. Jim Roberts actually has an advanced clutch in his car, and a lot of the other cars there that were sticks had advanced clutches. So Rob Youngblood is back to work a little bit, so happy to hear that. Keep it going, Rob. Advancedclutches.com. I can't wait to dump the clutch in something. Jeez. VP Racing Fuels, fuel and oil contingency again this year, which is cool. And I think they're trying to put something together for IHRA. There's possible contingency in IHRA I'm seeing on the website. So stay tuned there. VP Racing Fuels. Love their stuff. That's pretty much the only fuels I've been running for years. RocketmanCoatings.com. Thank you for your guys' help. Engine and drivetrain coatings. They're a contingency sponsor as well. If you get anything coated, PontiacEngines.com. That's Bruce Fulper. Hope to see him out racing stock and super stock one of these days. Good luck with that, Bruce. And Walt, you want to give a shout out to the
Absolutely. Shout out to Emmons Autoplex, and go to emmonsautoplex.com and search their website, buy a car, and we'll get it to you wherever you are in the country. It doesn't really matter. We'll figure out how to get it to you. And I want to say a shout out to the Blackman family. Paul Blackman, that's Brittany's dad. He had a stroke last week, and he's battling. So prayers up to the Blackman family, and we're thinking about y'all. They're a lot of people might know Brittany and Shane Blackman from racing here recently, but Paul raced, and it's a great family also. So prayers up to them.
Yeah, prayers up for the Blackman family. I want to give a shout out to CP Carrillo Pistons, CP Pistons, I should say. But CP Carrillo, they had rods and pistons, and I was not able to get to PRI and see my friends from CP, but they are still somewhat minorly involved with this podcast. We're going to try and get them on maybe a little bit more officially as a sponsor later this year, but we shall see. And we got to give out the birthday shout outs real quick, and then we're signing off. So here we go. 2 weeks worth of birthdays. Ready, set, go. We got Joe Collins, Scotty Cup, and Tim Whitehead, February 25th. Orion Riley, February 26th. Chris Ratchford, March 1st. Philip Dewar, Ralph Bauer, and Bob Begley, March 3rd. Dean Mowry was March 4th. Danny Kellums, March 5th. Ron Kievit, March 7th. Randy Logie, March 8th. Kathy Peterson and Lynn Smith, March 9th. And Austin Day today, March 10th. Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, all. Happy birthday, all.
That's the Drag Insights birthdays. And all you got to do is be a member and make sure you put your birthday in when you sign up so you can get a shout out on here. And it was Richard Gatson's birthday when he won.
He won on his birthday. It was a phenomenal day for him. He got all his world championship jacket and ring and all of this stuff, and then he won the race and got a ton of metal to bring home. He almost needed a second trailer to bring everything.
Right? Yeah. Tom Maioli, hope to be out to Pomona later this year, and Vegas Pomona later this year would be really nice. So we'll see. Don Anderson, how you doing, man? Thanks for watching. Billy Ryder, thank you. Eric Schick, Thank you, and we appreciate it. Ralph, 100%. Thank you, buddy. All right, Walt. Thank you. Everyone, have a great night.
Have a good one. Peace.